Hello, folks. Welcome to Winning Ways with the MIAA. I'm Jay Horrigan. We're here with some student athletes of the month from this fall. As always, I'm joined by Steve Dubzinski. Not always, but every once in a while.
Trying to
from the
replace the
MIAA.
legend.
Yeah.
Replacing the legend today.
Yes. Steve, you want to tell us a little bit about the student athletes you selected?
We're very fortunate that the MIA Foundation has a program where we are allowed to nominate schools across the Commonwealth, nominate student athletes each month, and then there's a committee that selects two, usually a male and a female, but not necessarily. And this today is the cream of the crop from September and half of October. We'll meet October in the next session.
Yeah.
And with that comes some great accolades and much deserved accolades. And with that comes a $1,000 check for each of them through the foundation, plaque, some swag, and as I explained to them before, they go into the big pool at the end for Student Athlete of the Year, which is sponsored by the Aganis Family Foundation.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate today to have three of the top scholar athletes in the state of Massachusetts.
Yes. Why don't we have you go through? We'll start right over here. Introduce yourself, your school, and who nominated you for this award, if you know.
Okay. Hi, my name is Esther Desjardins. I go to the Academy of the Pacific Rim in Boston, Massachusetts, and I got nominated by my AD, Mr. Davis.
Okay. Who we got to meet earlier out in the lobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Annalise.
Hi, I'm Annalise Bilodeau. I'm from Mansfield High School, and I got nominated by Mike Redding.
The legend, Mike Redding.
We just watched him get an award the other night. Well, you did, but I did.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Cam Goodner from Tewksbury Memorial High School, and I was nominated by my athletic director, Ron Druin, Mr. Ron Druin.
And maybe if you remember Cam, he's already been on TV this week, so as the Tewksbury
Oh, really?
Super Bowl.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Yes.
Well.
Cam doesn't want to talk about it. We're going to move on. He will, at one point in his life, appreciate all that he did this year.
Yes.
So it's tough to end on that note, but unbelievable, three unbelievable student athletes today.
So Esther and Cam are the September student athletes of the month, and Annalise is half of October.
Half of October,
Half of
yes.
October, okay. What sports do you guys play?
I play volleyball.
Volleyball, okay. Field hockey?
Yep.
And football, right?
Football, wrestling, lacrosse.
Okay.
Anything in the winter?
I do swim, and then in the spring I do tennis.
Okay.
No, volleyball is it for me.
Volleyball's it. Okay. Great.
Awesome.
Do you mind if I just ask if you could come up with a highlight from your fall season, and it doesn't have to be, a great victory or something that really set the tone for you and why you loved that fall sport. And we'll start with you this time. We'll work left to right.
I think this is a given last week playing at Gillette Stadium. It's something that I've always wanted to do my entire football career, and I mean, even though we lost, it was just surreal being able to play where the pros play.
Right,
So,
and if people didn't get a chance to see it, I'm sure you at some point looked up and saw your face on the big screen. And that's the largest, jumbotron in North America.
Yep.
So that's quite a feat. Awesome.
I feel like for me it was our tryouts for field hockey because that was the first time we really got to see our team together and see how we got to play for the season. And it really set us up for really good team bonding and stuff like
That's
that.
great.
For me, it was our first game of the season. We were down by half. We went against Boston United, and we had to go to 5 sets. We at first we were down by a lot, but me and my co-captain Malia Daniels.
Little shout out to Malia.
Yeah.
I like that. Nice.
We got the team back on the right track. We told them if we want to play this game and win, then we have to put our best foot forward, and we came out on top.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome. What drew all of you to the specific sports you played, not just the fall, but also the winter? And then how do you combine that with being such excellent students? That's a tough juggling act for you. So let's start with Annalise.
I feel like I've always been playing these sports before high school. I've been doing field hockey and swim since 3rd grade. And then I feel just really focusing on trying to work hard, working on time management really helps me manage school and sports at the same time.
Okay. Kim?
Same thing with Annalise. I've been playing football my entire life, and I just joined the wrestling team last year, but I joined because I like the schedule. I like to stay on task, and I'd like to do hard things because that makes other things in life so much easier. So it's kind of like the mental battle too. So
Wow.
Favorite sport?
probably lacrosse in the spring.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, which hasn't been mentioned.
No.
Yeah.
Favorite?
Swim.
Swim. Okay, I know your favorite, so we don't ask.
What about you, Esther?
Volleyball, it started off as like, I just joined in freshman year just for the fun of it. But over the years, I really liked like just being on the court, the adrenaline, playing with my friends, and yeah.
Awesome. What about your coaches, teachers, anyone specifically stand out that have helped you? Like we said, it is a juggling act to excel in athletics, but also excel in the classroom. I never figured that out. Still haven't figured it out. How do you guys do it? Are there specific people that help you out, Kim?
Yeah, there's a ton of spillover at Tewksbury. Like Coach Aylward, he's my AP government teacher, but then he's also going out and he's my head coach in football. And then Coach Kaz, same thing.
How's that balance in the
It's-
classroom, and because it's a complete different relationship?
Yeah, he'll go out and we have to run sprints and do all this stuff, and then I still got to do like the homework that he assigned me that night. So there's kind of like a little bit of come on man there, but
Yeah.
but there's like Coach Kaz, wrestling and football coach. It's kind of nice to have the guys in the building too. So I get that support on the teacher side and then on the sports side. And Coach Pons, my lacrosse coach, it's really about the men that kind of help you after school and in school, and I think that's definitely strong in the sports that I play. So
Great.
For me in field hockey, I think my coach, Coach Chick, has been my biggest supporter ever in school and out of school. She's always been there for me, and she's just always found ways just to help me like succeed throughout all of high school. And I think academically, my anatomy teacher, Dr. Carroll, she's just always been such an inspiration for me, and I've just always looked up to her, and she's helped me a lot throughout the school year so far.
Great.
My coaches, their names are Autumn and Lexi. I really love them like a lot. They've taught me a lot from sophomore year all the way up to senior year, and I carry that with me throughout like off the court. School wise, all of my teachers they're always trying to help me like stay
Yeah.
on top of my work and really just like be a student, juggle being a student athlete.
So we've talked a lot about athletics and a little bit about academics. What other activities within the school are you involved with, or even outside of school, that are also important to you? Because what people don't necessarily understand is that this application is, yes, it's student athletes, so we look for good students who are good athletes, but then there's a community service component or a school involvement component to it as well, and it's great. So Annalise, I'm sorry, we're coming right to you. We're juggling these first answers, so we'll start with you.
In the fall and the spring, I help out my field hockey coach with volunteering. I'll help coach the youth athletes in spring and youth clinics, and I'll also help my assistant coach. We do this volunteering, it's called Challengers, where we get to play sports with kids with special needs, and we get to play like soccer and basketball with them. And it's a lot of fun.
Great.
Lifeguard.
And I'm a lifeguard.
Esther?
I try to involve myself in many different aspects of my school. I'm a part of National Chinese Honor Society, National Chinese Honor Society, STEM Club. Our student council is called Dragon Council because our mascot's a dragon. We also have a mentorship program. It's where we basically like the upperclassmen take on younger classmen, and we like help them progress, like balance like social outside of schoolwork and schoolwork at the same time. Yeah.
Can we get back to the Chinese?
Oh.
Do you speak Chinese?
Yeah, you know, I dabble.
You dabble.
Yeah.
I dabble in English. Wow, that's impressive. That's very top that.
I don't
If you
know
could do it in a
Chinese.
foreign language, we'd appreciate it.
Oh, that's not my strong suit.
It better be the history that your coach teaches.
Yeah,
that better be where your strong point is.
He's hammered that in.
Yeah.
I'm the president of my class, and then president of my Best Buddies chapter at my school, which supports students with special needs. And then I'm a part of like NHS and DECA, and I founded the school newspaper at my school that my advisors over there in the crowd So I do the editing and some of like the writing for the school newspaper, and that's usually what I do.
So you guys are boring. You don't have a lot of play. You're not doing much in the afternoons or nights or anything else. Sleep is occasionally recommended. I wanted to touch on one thing, because I know that you guys work with Challenger Group and Best Buddies program. I don't know if you realize, and maybe you do, and you work with the youth in Mansfield for field hockey, and I'm sure all of you, but your important role as a leader in your building and how the younger student athletes, or even the youth in Mansfield or Tewksbury or Pacific Rim, look up to you. And is that an added? Do you realize that? Do you not? Or did they come to the games? Do the younger kids that you coach and do they come to the Mansfield field hockey games and cheer you on? Is that kind of a different role for you?
I mean, it takes some convincing sometimes, but usually, like, they come to our senior night and they get to play at half, which is a lot of fun. But we usually have to do some convincing to get them to come to our games, but
Okay.
it's a lot of fun.
All right. And you must be the pride of Tewksbury. Now after playing at Gillette.
Yeah, we do some camp. We do lacrosse camp in the summer, and then we do Redmond football camp in the summer, and that draws the kids in for the upcoming school year. So up on the fence every single football game, we got they're yelling out kids' names.
And was that you 5, 6, 7, 8
of
years
course,
ago? Right.
Of course,
right.
I was up
And
on the
you've just-
fence.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
of course,
you know.
that was me, and it just gets passed on generation to generation.
Right.
It's awesome.
Right. And you, as a leader,
It was really surreal. During the season, while I was playing, I heard people cheering my name, and I was like, I was very shocked, because like I didn't think my role in the school was like that huge, that people really recognized me until the season like started, and I heard my name being shouted in the crowd.
that's great.
She's able to use surreal in a sentence. I still haven't figured out what that means.
And Chinese.
And Chinese.
Right.
Wow. I should have stayed in bed. In winning this award, it is obviously, as Steve said, it's very prestigious. It means a lot. What does it mean to each one of you individually?
We'll start on this end this time.
I get to steal it from Esther. It's surreal. Like I honestly didn't
Seriously. Can you use words I know?
I wasn't really sure what it was, and then Mr. Drew and the athletic director kind of told me what it was, and over time I kind of realized that this is a great honor, and I don't know, it feels good to be recognized, and it feels good to represent my school on such a big stage. And
Yeah, I think to that point, I don't know if everybody understands. Sometimes we live in our own little pocket of the Merrimack Valley or in the city of Boston or here in Mansfield. But we're Lee, Massachusetts, which is as far west as you can go to Provincetown. And one of the award winners of the first year was from Martha's Vineyard. And so we don't forget the Cape and the Islands and everything in between. And so of that, there's about 380 schools, high schools, that are in the MIA. And so when we look at that, and you think of how each school has 1, 2, 3 top kids who are class president, captain of the team, 3 sport, So it's a great honor. So congrats to all of you. Sorry.
I feel like starting my freshman year, I would have never pictured myself to be here now. I feel like absolutely honored to be given this award, and I can't even like wrap my head around like how like this even happened. Like, I don't even know.
Hard work, being a
Yes.
good kid,
Yes.
doing well in school and sports, So congrats.
I didn't think that I would have ever seen myself in this position, but I really hope to grow our school and make our name like really be up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
So that you know, there have been 2 winners of the city of Boston in the past. A young man from East Boston won last year,
Yeah.
and it was the first one in many, many years. So congrats, because
Thank you.
it's bringing Boston on the map.
Yeah. The other thing, what do your teammates, classmates, your friends, what do they think of you guys winning these awards?
Or if
Annalise?
there's a shout out you'd like to give to someone else.
Yes.
Like
Like who drove you here or whatever?
I'd like to thank like just everyone who's been with me through all of my sports and all of my classmates, because they really helped like bring me up and give me the confidence to try harder in school and always work to become a better person. I'd also like to thank my mom for driving me to school,
Good.
driving me to
Good.
sports every day, and always being my #1 supporter through it all.
You didn't have to beg her to come to your games.
No.
No, she was there.
Esther.
if I were to thank everybody, it would be a very, very long list.
Yeah.
But I'll say like the top contenders. I definitely want to thank my parents for allowing me to play back in freshman year. I want to thank my best friend, Desaya Drayton. We both started playing volleyball back in freshman year just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I would like to thank my co-captain, Malia Daniel, my AD, Pharaoh Davis. I'd also like to thank another teammate of mine. Her name is Misha Bell. We really, we played our hardest this season for our last year. And, yeah.
You know, volleyball's you did not play prior to freshman year, right? So
I played.
dabbled.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dabbled.
Yeah,
Eighth grade.
and I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with volleyball. When I was the principal at Leominster High School, we had a very good volleyball program, and it took 1 year our community by storm. And
Yeah.
the gym was packed. It's an unbelievably fast-moving sport. You know, it was on ESPN last night. There was the women's, I think, Final Four or Elite Eight was on last night. It's unbelievable
is.
athleticism.
Well, we were
Yeah.
fortunate enough. Franklin went to the Division I
Right,
state
right,
finals,
right.
and we were up covering that. The atmosphere is just wild.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
fun.
so much fun.
It's a great sport.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my teammates. Like, whether it's fall, winter, or spring, I'm always being supported by my guys. When they're also my best friends and on and off the field. One of my buddies, Emeka Olu, he's a running back for in the football team, and you know he's just selfless. No matter what, he's always giving kids credit. He doesn't worry about himself, and I'd say he's definitely a big pushing force where, you know, I get this recognition. But I also like to thank my parents and all my coaches. Miss Daniel, my guidance counselor, she always helps me with personal stuff when things are going rough. I get to put my head down and get to work on the field. So.
Well, congrats to all that. So we've covered kind of where we are. It's now December of senior year, and I know maybe some people don't want to answer the question, but plans for next year or hopes of what we'd like to do with the future? We're coming right back at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know I definitely want to go to college, but I'm not sure about where yet. So maybe a sports in the future, but
Okay.
we're not sure yet. So
All right.
we're trying to figure it out.
Any career aspirations?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get into like politics,
Okay.
public speaking type job. You know, interested in international politics and all that.
Well,
so.
as we talked earlier, is this the time to announce the candidacy for taking on?
Maura Healy, I'm coming for you.
We'll be right back.
I am very impressed. I can't remember the last
This is
time.
the greatest moment in the history of the show.
I know. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty
breaking
big.
news.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know if
big
we should
news.
be switching to cover that.
Yeah,
or
we
what.
are, yeah.
But impressive enough, you've got a tie on that matches your shirt.
He just said,
everything.
Maura Healy, I'm coming
Coming
for
for
you.
you, yeah.
That was just said. On
I would not be surprised if you left.
or if
and
the
several
FCC
state
just came down and
troopers.
shut down
Yeah,
Franklin
exactly.
TV.
Yeah. Now we're going to have to give her more time. Oh, Lord.
All right, Annalise, sorry. You're up next. Lieutenant Governor, where are we going? Auditor, where are we going?
I want to go to a 4-year college. I want to go into nursing. I either want to be a nurse practitioner or a CRNA. That's just my dream. I definitely want to stay in New England. I can't leave home, so yeah, I'm excited.
Great. Good luck with all that.
Similar to both of them, I want to go to a 4-year college too. I plan to major in psychology on a pre-med track so that hopefully I can become a pediatrician.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Great.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That's very impressive. Very impressive. So you've talked about looking at schools. Do you hope to play your sports in college, or is high school done? We've had wide range of student athletes over the last few years, and some do continue to play, some don't have any interest.
Absolutely. I don't think I could ever fall out of love with this sport.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
As much as I love these sports, I think after high school I'm ready to leave them here. I'll definitely consider intramurals, but
Yeah.
I think college I'll focus more on my academics.
Great.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to keep up the competitive spirit if I got the opportunity, but you know, I think academics could come first, and if it aligned perfectly, then I definitely could keep on going. But we'll see how it ends up in June. You know.
We'll
Right.
see what the governor has
That's
to
right.
say.
I don't know. He's going to be campaigning. It's going to be a lot.
It really is. A lot of juggling.
Do you have any advice to the incoming freshmen at Pacific Rim, Mansfield, Tewksbury High School? What advice would you give to the 8th grader that's coming up to take your place in the school?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I would just say to never give up and like always put your best foot forward.
Okay.
I would say always give your 100%. Don't listen to what other people say. Every person's on their own track. So just do try to accomplish your dreams no matter how far they may seem.
I just say do the work and don't fake it. If you're going to do something, give it all you got and don't do stuff just to put it on your resume or just because you want to say that you did it, but do it because you love it. You know, do it because you want to be there and you want to help these people or you want to do this sport and you want to help people around you.
And I just want to say you do realize that in like 15 years when you are running for governor, that this will be like put out on YouTube and everywhere else. And as you know, in 2025, you said, yeah. This
Yeah,
would be great.
exactly. Do you want us calling you governor now?
No.
Okay. We're more than willing to. So, anything else that any of you want to add, you want to say, whatever, now's the time to do it. Governor?
Do you have a running mate? Is it like your running back?
My running mate for 2032 will be Jay.
Yeah.
Campaign
No, it
manager,
won't.
Mr. Dubzinski.
There was-
No, it won't.
You just lost.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah. You're out before you even got in.
I just say that I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's amazing. I love being here. I'm so thankful to be surrounded by so many great student athletes. And yeah, just thank you so much. It means so much to me. So.
Well, we're honored to be here. We're the lucky ones.
Yeah, we are.
I also wanted to say thank you, and this is such a huge honor for me. And I also just wanted to add, last year in swim and dive, we were Davenport champs of the Hockomock League, and I'm trying to
Good.
get the same thing again
All right,
this
let's
year.
go.
That's awesome.
Make a splash this year in the hockey. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
This guy just got fired as a campaign manager too.
I really just thank you for inviting us here, and yeah, the season was amazing.
Good. Well, I'm not going to speak for Steve, but I will. This is our favorite thing to do all throughout the school year is to meet student athletes. And for those that don't know, we have another group right behind this. So
That's the tough act to follow.
it really
it's
is.
back to
We don't
back
know
here.
if we have any future governors or presidents.
There could be another announcement.
Yeah.
Stay
But
tuned.
This is our favorite thing to do, and this is kind of why we first started getting involved with Steve and the rest of the people at the MIAA. We, as Franklin TV, are very fortunate to be a part of it because this is what it's all about. We love athletics, especially high school athletics. But to meet students like you guys
We'll
is,
do it the right way.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like good students. And I'm going to be honest, after we select you, I then place the final call to your school administration. And I say, is so-and-so still in good standing? Did they have a good year? And obviously the answer was yes. And so you not only got nominated in September or October and November, you carried it through. So I would just finish strong, go get it, and congrats on everything you do.
Awesome. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks, for Winning Ways with the MIAA. We appreciate you taking the time to watch, and keep an eye out for our next show. Thank you.
This program was made possible by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.